What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. If you are new here, hit that subscribe button. If you like this content, give me a thumbs up. If you don't like it, give me a thumbs down. What is this guy doing? And criticism is always welcome here, so please feel free to drop a comment, question, or anything like that below. Today's video, I'm going to hop right on into it. It's going to be something that I decided to do because I hadn't done it before, but I figured I would do it and share it with you guys to let you know how things kind of go around here. So I like to try to keep my truck as clean as possible, as clean as I can. It gets kind of hard sometimes due to, depending on where you're driving, depending on the weather, all that good stuff. Things could happen, but I try to keep this keep it as clean as I possibly can. So one of those things that I like to do is I like to wash or get my truck washed when I can. I say when I can because sometimes where you are doesn't allow it. Sometimes the weather around you makes it kind of pointless to do. But today I'm down here in Arvin, California, which is pretty much Lebec, California, which is pretty much Bakersfield, California. And over here at the TA, and I was like, hey, for the sake of the video, I'm going to go over here to this Blue Beacon here, and I'm going to get my truck washed. But I'm not going to do just a regular wash. I'm literally going to get everything that I can get offered to me, and I'm going to get it done to my truck. Now, certain places offer different things, but this is pretty much what they had to offer me tonight, and I decided, hey, I'll bite the bullet, and I'll get it done. This is just so you guys have an idea. Now, I do understand we're company drivers, or I'm a company driver rather. I don't know about you, but at any point in time, Schneider could take this truck away from me, or I could get a new truck, or there's 1,000 different things that could happen where I'm no longer inside of this truck. So a lot of people look at it like, why are you spending your money on company equipment? If the company wanted me to wash their trucks, they would pay me for it. Yada yada yada. To each his or her own. I personally like to have my truck clean. Just being out on the road is the small things that can boost your morale, boost the morale of people around you, whatever it may be. This is why I did it. So without going in depth with that, we're going to go over my receipt from the Blue Beacon here tonight. Which, might I add, man, hey, shout out to Blue Beacon. I personally like them. I've only gotten my truck washed at Blue Beacon since I started, and I haven't had a bad experience with them. So shout out to you guys. Keep it up. All right, so the very first thing is the conventional only classic wash. Now, there was two options for me tonight. There was the classic wash, and there was a standard wash, but it wasn't a price difference. The classic wash just happened to shine things for you or something like that, and the other one, the other wash didn't. So I was like, what's the price difference? They're like, there's no difference. I was like, well, let's get it. All right, so that was basically your standard wash, and that was $52.50. $52.50. Now, included with that was they threw, it says Brighton powder tank, Brighton powder or powered front wheel, Brighton powered back wheel, which is pretty much just saying the tractor. They do wash trailers over there too. I will never get a company trailer wash because I'm going to probably be dropping that trailer off and getting another one, and I'm not going to do that because it does cost extra. So I just care about my truck here. So the tank, front wheels, back wheels was all included with the classic wash, which was $52.50. All right. Next thing was an engine wash, which is exactly what it sounds like. They pop open the hood and they pressure wash your engine. Now, I personally will always get that done every time I get my truck washed, just because first of all, it helps me out with my pre-trips because I can see if there's any liquids or anything like that dripping on other things, or it's easier to see things. Over the course of driving, you start to collect dirt, grime, all that good stuff all over your engine, and it gets kind of messy. So I personally get my engine washed every time I get my truck washed. Plus, if that's clean and you happen to get pulled in at a weigh station and they're, doing your whole the whole DOT inspection, they open your hood and they see that things are clean, they're less likely to start prying deeper and deeper. But if things are dirty, that's where they start basically, digging really deep and checking things a lot closer. So if you're there, get your engine washed. It's great. So engine wash was $10.50. Next thing I got, the Rainx Complete Tractor, which is pretty much Rainx over the entire truck. Obviously, I like the Rainx on the windows because there's days where you're going to be driving and it's just like a little bit of mist. It's not enough for you to really turn your windshield wipers on, but it's enough that you want that water to go away. The Rainx obviously helps, that, and it just kind of beads off, and it prevents you from having to use your windshield wipers on a window that's not really wet enough, and then you get all the streaks and stuff. And I don't like that. I don't like it. So the Rainx is worth it to me. And that was $10. And they have this thing called tire dressing, which they don't offer it at every Blue Beacon during the winter time. It kind of depends on where you live, and I'm pretty sure it has something to do with snow and salt, ice, whatever. But they do still offer it here in California, where I'm at. And I decided to get that. It was supposed to basically make my wheels look better, as if you armor all your tires or whatever. It was kind of dark. They didn't look that much different than they would have looked from previous washes that I got, where I just got the regular wash without the tire dressing. But for the sake of the receipt, the video, I went on and got it done, and that was $10.50. So for the classic wash, the engine, the Rainx, and the tire dressing, all in all, my total came up to $83.50. $83.50. So, and that's just the tractor. I didn't obviously no trailer. $83.50. Now, do I suggest throwing $83.50 on your truck all the time? Of course not. Not at all. It's one of those things. Like I said, I did it for the video. I normally just get the regular truck wash and the engine wash and the Rainx. And like I said, I only get my truck washed maybe once every month and a half or 2 months. So between driving, saving money, all that good stuff, I don't mind dropping, $60 or whatever. Also here at Schneider, if you take your truck in for a PM of some sort, you get a free wash at the Blue Beacon. And some of our operating centers have wash racks at the OCs that you can wash the trucks yourself. Living in California, we only have 3 OCs on this, in this general area that I go to on the Western 11, which are Portland, Oregon, Salt Lake City, Utah, and Phoenix, Arizona. And none of those have wash racks. Now that I think about it, Portland is the only one that has fuel. I don't think anyone else has fuel. So, yeah, that's just another note. But none of them have wash racks, so if you ultimately want to get your truck washed or whatever, you have to do it yourself at home, or take it to a truck wash. So, do I think it's worth it? Obviously, yes, because I do it. I know a lot of people are like, why would you do that to company equipment, like I said, but it's for me, it's the equivalent of, I have a car at home. I am still making payments on a car. I don't technically own that car. At any point, if something goes wrong, the bank could be like, hey, we want our car back. And I obviously get my car washed. So I kind of look at my truck here the same way. So, yeah, I just want to go over that to pop that video. That's a video I haven't seen anywhere on YouTube where someone's done that. Maybe I was crazy for spending that kind of money on a wash or whatever, but it doesn't matter. Anyway, feel free drop a comment, drop a like, a dislike, whatever it may be. Until next time, take care of yourselves, take care of one another, and I'll talk to you later. Peace.